What you gonna do about it? Nothing.
Nothing.
Ay!
The views in this podcast are those of the hosts and guests, not the Yolanda brand. The content is for informational and entertainment purposes only, and we make no guarantees about its accuracy, reliability, or suitability.
Hello everybody, welcome back to my Spotify channel and YouTube channel. Guys, I did say that I'm bringing grenades. Each and every single episode is a grenade that I bring here. Welcome my bomb lady Zamar! Why do you look so nervous? You're like, did you just say
I'm always nervous to a certain extent.
Okay, are you shy?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I never know that.
Why?
You don't look shy.
But I am. I open up more when I know someone personally.
Oh.
But naturally, I'm just like,
And then but you're so pretty, hey?
Thank you.
You look beautiful.
You're also very pretty. I always see you on social media. I'm like, must be nice.
I think
Must be nice.
No, I also see you on social. Tell me about these cocktails you make every day.
Oh, they're mocktails.
Yes.
So they're part of my album.
Okay.
It's a summer type of album. So I'm creating a summer drinks list for everyone. So one day soon, you'll see where it's going.
Okay. There's alcohol there.
No. No alcohol. I'm not really the biggest fan of alcohol.
Oh, so they're just pretty, Jay. Like,
They're very pretty and they taste amazing.
I see them and I'm like, okay. And you make them from scratch yourself?
Yeah.
Who taught you?
Google.
Really?
Yeah. Just Google.
But they come out so nice.
I promise you, the crazy thing is that would be the first time I'm doing it.
No.
I promise you. So
in my mind, I was like, there's no way she made this drink. She came with it.
no.
She showed us this part and then made it. It's so pretty.
No, it's like from scratch. Like I will do everything. I'll buy the ingredients. I'll research. Okay, so which flavors go together? And then I'll create it. You know? And I'll buy like the different cocktail glasses. Yeah.
Yeah, they're so beautiful. And I didn't even realize that you're actually making them from scratch. In my head, I was like, maybe this is what you usually do. Like it's something that you like,
No.
You know, people can cook and we just don't really know about that. Some people can make mocktails.
No, it's not a hobby of mine at all. I love hosting game nights.
Oh.
And when I host game nights, I always make some sort of random concoction. So people are like, you kind of always get us super drunk. And we're not really sure why it happens like that. I'm like, hey, I don't even know how this thing tastes. I'm just pouring. If I come there, I don't know what's going to happen.
And I was about to ask you about that type of life. Like, are you like a party girl? Do you like go out and have fun? Or do you prefer indoor, nice, chill situation with friends?
I am definitely not a party person.
Okay.
I've been out. I think last year sometime I actually went out a few times and I was like, nope.
Wait, the last time you went out was last year?
Yeah, I think December.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I was just like, hell no, that's not for me. I am going to be who I am, a homebody.
Okay.
I love being at home. I love being with my friends. I don't like drama. I like chilled environments. Funny enough, I don't like loud music.
I was about to ask you if you like, because I assume artists like loud music and stuff.
I don't like loud music at all. But I love performing. So that vibe, when I'm on stage, I need the music to be loud.
Oh, I see.
Because I'm inside. It's like an entire world that I'm in, right? But when I'm by myself, the music is like super low. Even when I'm in studio, when I have to listen to something, I'm like, please take the volume down. Like, just take it down. I can't hear. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you and I can never stay in the same room together.
Are you a loud person?
You. Yeah, you are very loud.
And you like loud music and you like partying.
Yeah, I do like partying. I think now because I'm old,
Okay.
the whole it's reduced now. Like I don't really like go out like that anymore. But I do prefer loud. I mean, my complex, my security always knocks on my door. I don't hear my music if it's not on 60.
What? 60
promise you.
on the TV? Oh no. I listen
the
to
sound
everything
bar.
at like 20, 23, 15.
It's TV soundbar.
Oh my goodness,
16.
no way.
They must be like, boom, I must hear the bass and everything. And just, boom. I feel like there's nothing happening there if
If it's
the
not
music,
that loud.
yeah.
Okay. Makes sense.
So talk to me, Lady Zamar,
About what?
about your new sound. I know you're releasing something new. Tell us about that.
Okay, so I decided to get into Afrobeats.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's my favorite, actually.
Yeah, it started being my favorite in like 2020. Yeah, when it was like lockdown time. Yeah, I started listening to Afrobeats and it's literally like my thing right now. As much as I love piano, I love Bacardi, but I'm okay for now.
Okay.
Maybe in the middle here, I just might put out something nice. But for now, I'm just like focusing on Afrobeats. So it's like Afrobeats incorporated with pop music because I love pop music. A little bit of house, a little bit of dance. Yeah, so that's my new sound.
Like, it's your new whole album. It's
Yeah.
Afrobeat.
It's Afrobeats.
Mixture of other
mixed
things as
with,
well.
But the foundation of it is all Afrobeats.
Oh, okay. Do you have any other like artist?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I do.
Do
It's
you have
just-
female artists or male artists? Or it's just mixture?
This time around, I only got male.
Okay.
But the next project is definitely got females.
Why did you go with males?
Girls are difficult to get a hold of.
Okay.
Like, I don't lie. Like, to get a girl to do a song with you is like, I don't know. It's like you're
like a
trying to
mission.
spot a pink elephant.
Oh,
It's hard. I don't know what it
see.
is, but I know every time I've reached out to a girl to say, hey, let's work on a song, it's like, yeah, cool. They'll say yes, but it never happens.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
So
see.
this time around, at least there were people that were open to the idea. Some of them approached me and I was like, great. But guys are generally easier to work with in terms of that type of stuff. Because I think there's also more men in music. So I think maybe
okay.
they might feel like it's not that, it's not that deep. Yeah. But even with me, I mean, to get me on a song is like, I gotta really like that song.
Oh, I see.
know?
So you also difficult.
Not difficult, but you need to convince me. You can't just come and say, let's do a song. It needs to make sense. Like, why are we doing a song together? Explain it to me. Yeah.
Cut the story short, you are also difficult.
Can't tell a girl I can't get.
Okay. So, but then which genre would you not like touch, Nji? Like this one, come rain or water, whatever. Rain or fire or rain or what? That. This one will not go in.
I think like Slipknot type stuff. Like
What's Slipknot?
No, like what does that sound? It's like rock, right? But it's like that emo type that I'm gonna kill myself. Na, 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 na. That I would never do that. That would never do that. Like I wouldn't even listen to it.
I'm gonna kill myself.
They say the most weird things.
Oh my God, sorry about that.
They say very weird stuff, I would never do a song like that. But every other genre, blues, hip hop, trap music, bakanga, katami, everything, I'd do it.
I don't know any of I just I the only one I think I got there was hip hop.
That's
And then
it.
The others I'm like, what are we talking about? The only thing I know, I think it's my piano
That's
and
it.
Afro beat and pop.
Pop,
yes.
R&B,
R&B and then
rock and roll,
I'm gonna kill
But you don't know
myself.
the heavy metal. That's like, that's the word heavy
Wait,
metal.
rock and roll is not that one.
No, rock can actually be very chilled and it can also be really like hectic.
Oh, I see.
So rock and roll has got it's like piano, khonale The private school, the one for the streets.
Okay. Which one is the private school piano?
It's a lot Calvin Moment, that entire sector of
okay. I
chilled
see.
music. I think mass music is also there. And then there's the other Mustra thing, that stuff, yeah. You know? So it's all different. There's like rock and roll. There's like the real heavy
I'm gonna kill
stuff,
myself. And then there's like the normal.
Yeah, like Fleetwood Mac. I think those are the people that I know that I would listen to, like their rock. That was great. Fleetwood Mac. But they're like old. They died. I don't know if they did. Let's not talk about people's
I don't know. I know the music maybe, but I don't know who's who where.
Yeah, I'm pretty
terms
sure
of,
you've
yeah.
heard quite a lot of the music.
But is there a song that people really misunderstood and what it actually, like, what is it that it meant? Like, for example, there was a song that you made and people sang it differently.
I think it's
And it
Love
actually
is
meant...
Blind.
Really?
Yeah. Love is
What do
blind.
people say?
People take it, and the thing is, art is very interpretation based. So if you interpret it that way, that's what it is, and that's fine. You know, once the product leaves you, it becomes the people's product. You know, and that's just the rules of art. So when it comes to Love is Blind, I wrote it as almost like a rebellious song to stand up against the machine. Like, I was not sure I wanted to continue. I think I've had many of those moments, but that was like in the beginning of my career when I just come out of a duo that wasn't really something that I had been vying for. And things were just really tough. They were difficult to navigate. And so when I recorded Love is Blind, it was really just an ode to the music, that the love that I have for the music is blind. You know, like, it's so tough, you know? And I actually personify music in that song, you know?
Oh, not a person.
Not necessarily, but you know, I like ambiguity. So I like double meanings, hip hop, they call it double entendres, right? I like those type of things.
If I understand.
So it's like when something means something else.
Okay.
You know, like it's this, but it's that. It's like wit. Wit can be this, but wit can also be that. But it's the same
I see.
word that can mean different things in different contexts. So with Love is Blind, it was like that, where I was like, I knew what I was writing about, but I also knew that it would be open to interpretation. And I wanted people to be able to interpret it their way. But I do wish people would listen sometimes to the lyrics and be like, oh, so that's what she means. It's like, yeah, you know.
No, we don't listen.
No. And that's the thing. That's so hard for a writer like me to kind of see that people don't actually listen to lyrics. And then you realize that maybe you mustn't even put so many.
You know?
Cut it down.
I'm sure Beyonce would sue a lot of us in life. Especially
I'm pretty
me.
sure.
Because, I also, whatever I hear... That's
you just like, that's what it is.
Yeah, that's that. If I heard you say love is water and you saying love is blind, I'll be singing love is water.
And you have no idea what else it means. That's so funny. Oh my gosh.
And you sing it so loud. You're very sure that, this is what's happening.
Yeah, I think that's the beauty of art. The beauty of music is that people really can interpret whatever it is. It's like a painting. A person can interpret it the way they want. Somebody would probably see your face and have no idea that you're an actual person. And somebody could actually say, maybe it's representation of the unity of color. You just never know. And art is art. At the end of the day, it's always open to interpretation. Yeah.
No, I hear you, my sister. So tell me about love. Are you in a relationship?
I am currently seeing someone, yes.
Okay.
Right? But you know, with me, until I am a wife of somebody, on a technicality, I'm still single.
Okay.
Not to say that I want anyone else to try me.
Okay,
I'm good with the person that is, you know, in my life right now. But he also knows that if he wants to lock this down, he needs to make sure that otherwise, no. You know, at the end of the day, I think as women, we find ourselves at the mercy of love and relationships too many times. And you find men who think that you cannot leave them, you know, because I don't know why they think that, but you can always leave.
In most cases. Yeah.
In most cases, you can leave. So love for me is like a big thing. I've always loved it. I believe that the world runs on it, you know, and if you don't have love in your heart, for me, it's like, you're not someone I want to associate with, you know, especially long term, because people that don't have love, they do weird things, you know, and I like to speak about it a lot in my music to kind of remind people that, yes, the world is crazy and there's a lot of other parts of society, but there's this part that we are so obsessed with, but at the same time, we don't actually put enough energy into finding out what it is. You know, two people have been in a relationship for 25 years and they still don't know who is who. And they've given each other so many heartaches. They've broken each other's hearts so many times. So love for me is a very big, important thing, you know? Yeah.
And then is it someone in the industry or just someone like Yolanda? Nobody knows.
Somebody like Yolanda. But also people know you. A lot of people know you. Oh my God. So it's not even someone like you. It's a person. Yeah.
No, I see. So let's talk about the internet. I know there was a lot of negativity going on around.
Still there.
They're still there.
Yeah.
Tell me, how do you cope with that? Like, how do you live your life with so much negativity on the internet about you?
There are a couple of ways I want to answer this. I think the first way I'm going to say is you haven't come to me to tell me how you feel about me. You've sat on the internet and said whatever, you know, that's one way. I just look at it as like, as long as you're not coming to me, because if you come to me, then you got to ask me in person and I'll give you a real answer, you know. The second part of it is understanding that people love mass culture, you know. So one person says water is disgusting. There's a very big chance that a lot of other people are going to say water is disgusting, you know. So I've noticed, especially with my social media, it's really like an engagement thing that it's almost like it's got nothing to do with me. It kind of feels like it's about them.
Okay.
You know, it's like you have these things that you want to say. Because it doesn't make sense to me. I've always wondered, why are you on my page? Like every day you're on my page, you literally wait for me to post something. And then you say something. That's a lot of energy. I love Nara Smith. I love her channel. I love what she does. Sometimes I want to criticize it, but because it's what she's doing, why would I? I just keep quiet and keep it moving. If I don't like something, I swipe up or I swipe to the side. So it's very weird for me sometimes. So it's a phenomenon that I'm always like wondering, like, wow, I don't even see these messages that you're all so dedicated, you know, to putting them. Because my focus is the content I'm putting up, you know. I think the content that I focus on in terms of checking the feedback is musical content. But when I'm just doing stuff, come on now, you know. You guys are basically having a private conversation that is about me, but it's not to me or with me, you know. And then the third thing is I also deal with it by just accepting that people are people. They are going to have a lot to say about you. They're going to talk about you. And you have to just kind of give them grace, forgive them, because they don't know me. They don't know anything about me. I mean, it's surprising that I will be friends with someone for like 2-3 years and they still won't know me. So how do I expect a perfect stranger to know me? You know, so I just give people that grace to say, like, it's fine. You can do what you want. You can say what you want. I will just take it as though, you know, you're just a person that doesn't know any better. And that's it. And I forgive and I move on. And it's a daily forgiveness thing with those guys.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, okay, I forgive you today. It's cool, you know? I also think it's a good thing to a certain extent that I've been able to kind of like not pay too much attention to it, you know? So because of all the, I don't even remember where I was. Oh yeah, I was talking about the good part. I think it's good that I've never really been, there was a time where I was very affected by everything that people said. But again, like I just said to you, like there's a lot of people that don't know me personally. So it's okay. It's life.
There was a time I saw a tweet. I think you tweeted.
Yeah.
And for me, when I read it, it felt like you were like, done. It's like you want to kill yourself, some type of situation.
I remember that one.
And I was worried. And I'm like, and the comments that came after that still, they were like, in my head, I'm like, guys, do you see that this person is about to, you know?
No, I was not about to do that.
Yeah, in my head, I was like, yo.
I just wanted to have a real chat.
Okay.
I wanted people to tell me, like, what do you want from me? So something that happened 7 years ago, that was like literally like 5 minutes of my life. You guys want me to get defined by this? I don't get it. You know, I'm pretty sure a lot of people have gone through serious traumatic events that if they were to tell other people, they wouldn't believe them. And it's okay for people not to believe you. It's your life, you know? But at that point, I was just like, what do you want? Like, what is this? Like, what is this weirdness that I post a pretty picture of myself and then you talk about things that don't concern me?
A picture.
It's something that happened almost nearly a decade now ago. Nearly a decade. You want me to keep on being defined by this? I can't. I'm sorry, I can't. So it was not oh my gosh, you know, it was just like, I wanted to understand, like, what is this? Because the same people are going to be the same ones who are going RIP.
Yeah, after that.
It's so disgusting, in my opinion. Like, you drag someone for such a long time, and when they finally, you know, give in, now it's like, oh, we shouldn't have. It's kind of narcissistic and predatory.
And actually, something like that actually happened. Hey, there was a child on TikTok.
Yeah.
That she committed suicide. So she posted a video of herself, and then people went negative.
Which is weird.
And then she killed herself.
Yeah.
And then she started trending.
For
rest in
what?
peace and stuff.
That poor
So whenever a
child.
person says something, like, in my head, I'm like, yo, this is the time where you stop.
Yes.
Whoever you are, whatever you are doing, like.
Oh, if you want, let's have a conference. Let's talk about it. Ask me in person. Don't keep hiding behind your keyboards, you know, because I'm a musician, but that's not the only thing I am. I am a person. I'm somebody's daughter. I'm somebody's sister. I'm somebody's auntie right now. I'm somebody's friend. You know, I've had a whole lifetime before that one moment in my life. And when I finally had the courage to speak about it, you know, because I felt like as a public figure, you know, people were always attacking me. It's like people forget that they've got this short memory where so much, I was attacked daily on social media before everything, you know. Now that I finally, you know, come out and say it, it's a thing of, oh no, this. I'm like, it would have been nice, you know, if you guys had also just ignored, I don't know how to put it, like, just let me deal with life. Nobody puts your life in the public. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people, if their lives were in the public, all parts of their lives, they would not be okay with it. Some people can't even handle like 10 tweets that say that they're not good people. Yet you want me to constantly handle thousands and thousands and thousands of tweets. And what do you think I'm made of? Stone? I got the blood of Jesus, though.
Amen.
The Rock of Ages is about me.
Amen.
You know, but I'm just saying, like, if I wasn't me, and if I wasn't from the home that I come from, and I didn't have the people that I have in my life, and if I didn't know who I am, and if I didn't understand my purpose, which is to tell stories and create unity, what do you think would have happened? And sometimes I think about that in that perspective, like, stop being so full of hatred. I hope, like, it doesn't help you. You know, you texting anybody, anything negative, it doesn't help you. You gossiping about a person, even if it's not on social media, it doesn't help you. You don't gain anything. We're struggling with economy. We're struggling with health. We're struggling with mortality. We're struggling with childbirth, education. And you want to go talk about something that you were not part of. Showcase, right? There's a social responsibility that every person has that brings anything to the public space. But don't be myopic about it. Don't forget the past. Don't forget how you ended up bullying a person to actually speak out. You know, it's not like it was spontaneous combustion that happened where and then I was like, you know what? No, it wasn't like that. Constant harassment, constant trolling, constant, you know, negative stuff being said about a person. You feel like you need to speak up for yourself. And I feel so bad for so many women that now feel so silenced because of what happened to me. And it's like, look, let me put it this way, ne? I'm going to try to put it in the most honest way I can. People make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. You know, sometimes you make a mistake because you're ignorant. You don't know any better. But that doesn't change the fact that your mistake might have hurt someone. It's okay to say, I'm sorry, I hurt you. What is not okay is for people to act like human beings have got no capacity for bad things or for mistakes. You can make them. I make mistakes. You make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. It's okay to make mistakes. But there is no one who's holy. There's no one who's 100% good. You know, I did not come into this world to make someone else's life bad or to make anyone else's life bitter, you know. But what I have learned over the years is that it is your responsibility to take care of you and to confront the things that bother you, you know. If they made a mistake, it's okay. But it does not mean that their mistake means you must keep quiet about it forever, you know. And I'm really sorry for what has happened to the whole situation. But the reality is no one is perfect and everybody makes mistakes. Stop acting like there's one person who is Jesus. Only God is good. You know, I don't know if you do funny things in the dark. I know that.
We all do.
We all do.
We all do.
You know, and it's so sad that sometimes the things that you do hurt other people. You know, but those people should not be punished for speaking out about those things. And that's not to say that you're a bad person. That's not to say that you're an evil person either. But it is to say that you made a mistake. I think you become evil and you become bad when you don't own up to it and you don't accept that your actions hurt someone, whether you were in a state where you were not able to control yourself or whether you're in a state where you don't remember something. That's okay. But I don't think it's warranted for people to be silenced because somebody slipped up once, you know? Yeah.
Yo, Aishem, I hear you. But what's also your take on the South African music industry?
I love the industry. I just wish it was better in terms of organization.
Okay.
I feel like it could be better in terms of like, especially creating a tour circuit. We don't have a real proper tour circuit where we can fill up the F&B stadium, artist after artist after artist, you know. It always feels like it's a once-off event when somebody fills up something, you know, and it should be something that's common. Music should be such a big part of our culture. It should be something that we are living on a daily basis because the truth of it is that we can't go through life without music. I don't know who can, even those people who say they don't listen to music. Once in a while, they need to be in a family setting or in a funeral or at a wedding, and music happens in those settings, you know? So I think the South African industry, as fun as it is, especially now, people are finally releasing different genres. It's so nice to hear, to kind of see different artists. Nice to see the other day put out the song, I think it's called Psychic. It was such a great song, you know? I'm listening to all these new artists that are coming up and I'm just like, wow, I love Uncle Waffles. I think she's so cool. Like, she's got such a great, I don't know, it's like an energy around her. You know, it's such a great thing to have. So it's nice, but I wish we had a culture of music. I wish performances were places that people actually respected. You know, I wish sound companies across the board, because there's a lot of them that do amazing, but I wish sound companies across the board understood that sound is important in music because we need to hear this music, you know? I also wish the showbiz part of our industry was more alive, you know, as opposed to it just sometimes feeling like people who are super talented don't ever get an opportunity to really like showcase, you know, what they're about. You'll be in a place and only have heard this person perform once. You know, it's like, why are they not, you know, able to continuously put out great shows? Another part of the industry that I feel like would benefit from work would be the culture of one at a time. No, we don't have to have one at a time situations. you don't have to be a star. You can have a group of you guys and you can all, kind of compete with each other, which is what I love about Afrobeats. Every single day in Afrobeats, somebody gets to have their spotlight. And it's not it's not like, oh, because this person's good, no, we can't listen to this one. Because Thames is there, we can't listen to Arya. No, we can listen to everyone because they all bring a different flavor, right? So I think I wish our industry was like that, even genre-wise. There was a time where only one genre ruled the industry. Then there was another time where only hip-hop ruled the industry. Then there was house only. And then there was
Mapiano.
Then there was Amapiano. It's like...
Oh, yeah, there was a glow moment.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was very hectic.
Yeah. Yo, I remember. Now there's Lekompo. Yeah.
Which is nice.
Shandash. Now there's Lekompo.
Yeah, but we need to have a culture where everything can coexist.
Oh, I see.
Not just one, yeah. And I think in our minds as South Africans, we're very like one at a time. I don't know where that comes from, but yeah.
And then we do, hey? Now that you mentioned it.
Yeah.
I'm actually looking at it and I'm thinking, actually, it's actually like that. But when it comes to new artists, for example, what advice would you give them when it comes to record labels? Because I see there's a storm. There's a problem there. Or I don't know if people are not reading their contracts well or what.
No, I feel like it's both, ne? It's like it's a 3-part problem.
Okay.
Part number 1, people don't read their contracts.
Okay.
They're so desperate to get into music, that they just sign whatever because this, and it's not like that. You should read your contract. Get somebody who's even an undergrad law student. Get them to read your contract, right? Just go through it, understand every single line, understand the grammar of it, because grammar is also the tricky part. A lot of people get hooked into bad contracts because of grammar.
Oh.
Right? So you looking at it as just a simple sentence, you need to understand what each of those words mean and how they relate to each other. Because you'll be stuck in a contract where you can't get out because of the grammar of it. You understand?
Really?
Yeah. Grammar is a very important part of law. What you say is very important, right? How you say it, the sequence in which you say it, very important. You can have a section of a contract that specifies 3 albums, right?
Okay.
Then another same contract, but now that speaks on duration, possibly. And now the duration of those 3 contracts can last a span of a couple of years. Right? Now, you just saw 3 albums. You did not necessarily you saw this other one as an option. And saying, but if I give them 3 albums in 3 years, then I can get out of it. No, read the grammar. If you can, most contracts are better when you correct grammar.
Oh.
You understand? That's my number 1 advice. Number 2, get people that actually know what they're doing. A lot of people who's managers, road managers, booking agents are people that literally don't know anything about administration. They don't understand how important it is to be precise about things, not to double book, not to overbook, understanding the rules of marketing, understanding the rules of scarcity and all those things. You need to understand human beings and how they work. You need someone who also is not afraid of people. Because some people I've worked with, they're so afraid of talking. Just open your mouth and speak. I'm a very big say something. I am not a mind reader. Don't expect me to hear what you are thinking. I won't be able to do that, So you have to get someone who knows what they're doing. If you are new in the industry and maybe your brother or your sister or your cousin or your friend wants to manage, get them to do a 6-month course in management or administration or something. It's not expensive. Just do something that helps you stabilize. The third thing is understand who you are as an artist. Don't think that you must just jump on every single trend.
Oh. Okay.
It's not a good thing for you. Long term, unless you're one of those who is playing lotto, just want to cash in quick, right?
Yeah, I see.
That's fine. But if you have a long-term goal, look at everything. Don't just say, today, Lekompo, tomorrow hona le Bakadi, then I'm jumping. You lose credibility because art is about self-expression, right? So if you are not able to completely self-express and you're basically using external factors to help you along, you're going to lose the plot at some point. Oh, and point number 3, don't trust big names off the bat. A lot of people are predatory, right? And they will use their past. I used to do this. I used to manage who. I had the number 1 song in whichever year. Don't listen to that. Be cautious of people. Nobody here is your friend. It's like school. You're all in the race to finish, to get the highest marks. You understand? Even though you guys will be friends, sharp, but never lose sight of your goal. Your goal is to be an artist. So do not be out here trying to befriend everybody. Not everyone is your friend. You know? Understand that business is business. That's it. I'm very wary of people that try to be my friend. I'm just like, what are you hiding? What are you hiding? You understand? A lot of people who are trying to smile at you, be nice, the alligators, crocodiles, be careful. That's what I would give any artist who's new, like advice. Yeah.
And then when it comes to the royalties, how do we deal with that situation?
Again, it goes back to having the right people. Just at least, like I said, like if you have a new manager, if you're a new artist, you got a new manager who doesn't know this landscape, get them to do some sort of course.
So they know that okay.
Yeah, don't just be out here. And it's going to be painful. Because imagine you do some massive song and then you don't get anything from it. It's not nice. So be aware of exactly where your money comes from. You know, and as an artist, I won't lie to you, it's very difficult to focus on it on your own. I try not to focus on it on my own. So I have people that make sure that stuff happens for me. I'm not sitting here trying to find out, hey, Randa ila guy. Not about that. All I want is to be able to get my money, you know? And also, money is a very sacred thing, so don't trust everyone with it. So even these statements are how if you can get them given to you by the service providers that do that, try to do that so that you don't have people that are also predatory in your life. Because even family can become quite predatory, you know, sometimes.
Right.
Money is money. We saw Rosemary, right? She went and killed people.
Yeah, I hear. No, that's actually because there's a lot of and some of us also wanna release songs, but then we are thinking, is this right?
No, trust me, I learned the hard way. I learned the most painful way. Almost everything that I've achieved till this point, I've learned in a very painful way. Like tough.
Yeah. Riff. It's very riff in the industry.
Doggy dog.
So you never married?
No.
I saw some was it a music video?
Yes.
Okay.
Why would I be married and then tell people? No. You know, people don't know. You know what's funny about me? People do not know my mom. They don't know my dad. They don't know my sisters. They don't know who my friends are. They don't know nothing about me. So why would I get married in the public?
Wow.
Have you ever seen me associated with anyone?
Like you've been in this industry for years now.
Yeah.
And people still don't know that?
No. I'm a very private person. I do not like my things out there. I don't. I want to protect my family, my friends from all of the stuff, you know? So, yeah, I can take it. But imagine if we're all being attacked. Who's going to help me? Who's going to support me?
All of us are crying.
We're all crying together. Yeah, so nobody knows much about me. I know that it feels like people know me because the music is there. And I think people feel like they can, you know. Hoteliwa comes, but it's part of this industry. And I think because people know so many of my songs, they might feel like they can tell me, you know.
Not tell.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like that. Okay, no, I hear you. And then when is the album coming up? Is it already up?
No. We just have the
Okay.
first single. We have a music video coming out, I think. Should be next week. I'm not sure. But very soon, like in a couple of days, right?
Or the music video?
Yeah, for the first song. And then from there, we're going to be rolling out the rest of the music. I'm so excited. You have
When
no
is it
idea.
coming up?
In summer.
Okay. Oh, in summer.
In
Oh, no,
summer.
summer is just 2 months now.
No, that's spring.
Okay, 3 months. Oh.
That's definitely spring.
And we are going to have it on Spotify.
Yes. No, we actually have all 4 seasons in this country. I don't know why
Okay.
people don't.
Nah, I
tell.
think people who went to Crash, they did great art and stuff. They know those things.
And
Some
then
of
the
us went
rest?
standard 1, straight 2, and then,
And then you just know summer, winter.
Summer, winter.
That's crazy.
It's autumn. I don't know.
Autumn.
Where is autumn?
It's just, I think March, April, May.
It's autumn.
Yeah.
And then spring.
And then
I just sing these things.
September, October, November.
Summer, autumn, winter, spring. I just sing them. I don't know where to place them.
I think, yeah, my album is coming out in time for summer.
Okay.
In time for summer. Yeah.
So why do you do music?
I make music to tell stories that I am not able to speak. Because a lot of times I actually struggle with being vulnerable, especially in person. I'm a person that just keeps quiet. So if you
Okay.
attack me and stuff, if I have a good relationship, or at least I think I have a good relationship with you, I will be very confrontational with you.
Oh.
You understand? So I'll tell you how I feel. But a lot of times I don't know how to do that. Even growing up when I was around my parents, because you're a kid and they're adults and they would be upset with me. I didn't know how to answer. So I would write music as a way to take out that stuff that is inside of me. So I'd always, so even now when I'm struggling with something really, like, I would write it out. It's just that I have a vow to myself that I'll never make negative music. Yeah, but I struggle with just explaining stuff, so it's easier to like sing it. I will write it to just like, this is how I feel. I think guys I've dated or I've tried to date or been in relationships with,
Okay.
I have this thing where I write, like if I have an issue with the person, I'll first write it down.
Okay.
Detail. This is what you, as if I'm talking to the person. This is what you did. This is how it made me feel. Da, 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 da. I don't like this. Please can you stop doing this? Da, da, da.
And then you send it.
No.
Okay.
And then I'll wait for the person to come,
And then you read it to them.
read it or paraphrase it, but while I'm looking at it, Because I'm just like, because it's so hard for me. It's hard for me to be confrontational. It's hard for me to be like,
Wow.
except if I feel like I have a good relationship with you, like with my sisters or people that I consider or had considered friends, I can be confrontational. But with other people, I'm just like, waste of my time, Even with my mom, it took me so long to finally tell her certain things. I think we had like a fight last year. It was like a disagreement. I wouldn't call it a fight. It was something that she had been on my case about for like good 4 years.
When are you giving us a child? Or when are you getting married?
No. Like other stuff, She was just like on me. And I'm just like, every time she said, I'm like, yes. Until I was just like, you know what, madam, I'm tired, please. This is how I feel, and that's my biggest problem. It's something I'm working on, to be able to say how I feel as it happens. It's just that in my mind, it always seems like it's smaller than it is. Like if you do something to me, I always think it's smaller than it is.
Oh, I see.
Until later, I'm like, damn, this person has, or I've gone through something really bad. I once had a heartbreak, such a terrible heartbreak. I could barely breathe, I was busy like,
Because of a boy.
it was so embarrassing.
Oh my God.
But I did not confront him. I just stayed with this thing. And then I just studied.
That is so
I just
unhealthy.
continued studying and until until it went away. Years later, when I see this guy, he's like, oh, I'm like, huh? Dude, That's buried, man, you know? So I have that thing that I'm working through, and music helps me. It helps me put it down. So writing helps me. So when I write everything down, it makes sense. It starts to make sense. And I'm like, sometimes I'll write something out that someone has done to me, and I realize it's not that deep. Then I just delete and then move on. You know, yeah. So I'm like that. And that's why I make music.
Okay, that's actually very nice. Are you going to have a reality show?
I wanna.
That would be nice because we'll actually get to like know you-ish.
Yeah, but my friends do not want to be on TV. So I need to get like a second set of friends that are okay with being on TV. All my friends are just like, we don't want to be part of this. Like, we love what you do.
Can't you? Oh, but you don't want to can't you do it with your family?
No, I'm not doing that.
So what type of reality show would you do?
It would be with my friends, and you'd get to see parts of my life, but you would not get to see like,
I want to see you.
no.
We want to.
You get the people that I work with, yes. Those friends that are on the outer circles, yes. But my inner circle friends, they're just not about it. You know, even when I think it was pitched to me it was last year, it was pitched. I had to sit and convince my friends, like, please, this is how to be. Oh my God. They're just like, we'll do it because we love you, but I know how they would be. They'd be like stiff on camera.
Oh, I see.
They wouldn't be, you know, because me and my friends, we can chill and absolutely say nothing. Like we chill, just like, watch TV. And then we'll have long conversations that have got too many opinions. I say the most random things because I say everything that I think when I'm around a person. So I will give you 2 opinions that one might literally get me shot, you know, or in trouble or canceled, you know. So I don't think it's healthy. But I would definitely have a second set of friends that I would do it with, you know. But the ones that I've had for years, my friends from like forever, they're just not about it. I think I'm the only person that's comfortable with cameras in my face.
Oh, I see.
I'm very comfortable with that. Like,
but when can we expect it?
Hopefully soon. I think I would want to be part of a cast. Like, you know, like the Mommy Club.
Okay.
Not like I'm a mom, but those type of shows where it's like you bringing different people from different walks of life, and then they're coming into a...
Go for Real Housewives.
I'm not a housewife. I'm not.
Are they all housewives?
I think so, and they've all been married.
Are they?
Yeah.
There are some shows, some are not married there.
But are they probably divorced?
Oh, so if you were married, you can...
Yeah, it's still a housewife.
Oh, but then now you're single.
Yeah.
You're still a housewife?
Yeah, because you're getting spousal support and all that. You're still a housewife. Yeah, even like Mommy Club and all those other shows. But I would want
the Mommy Club, I understand. You have to have a kid and be a mom.
Yeah.
But the Real Housewives?
I mean, they've all been married or something.
Some of them were?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm shocked. No, like this. I did watch almost all of them. Like, they're my favorite. I really love watching Real Housewives. Durban, kills me. Joburg kills me all the time.
Joburg is
but then in my head, I honestly didn't think, because some people are not married there, and I'm like, Real Housewives? Okay.
Like, you see, like, The Perfect Match and things like that. Oh, I'd love to be part of something.
Maybe. You know, the Mommy Club. For me, yes, we are mommies.
Yeah.
But the Real Housewives?
Some of them have been married. But
No,
I would do that, like, if it was like a group of us, and we're all coming from different walks of life, so that the show does not focus on any one particular person's life, and it focuses on, like, maybe the culture, maybe part of the music scene, or the Pretoria, whatever, or the Joburg or Gauteng, or the South Africa. I don't know, but I would definitely be...
They have different people, like maybe musician, someone from Big Brother, me, I'm including myself.
Yeah.
And they have someone else, I don't know who.
Like a CEO that's well known.
A CEO that's well known, yeah.
We all come together and we have this show.
And
then it follows us all the time, but it doesn't get into our personal lives like that, like the Kardashians, no. Yeah. Because even them, I feel like we don't actually know real stuff about them. I feel like it's a lot of
The Kardashian.
surface. Yeah.
They used to open back then.
Yeah.
So now I'm sure they are there.
Yeah. So it's not that.
When it started, that was a show and a half. But even now, man, they're still giving. Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah, I would do it. But it would have to be.
It will slap. It will be
I don't know. Maybe am I ready for people to know me like that? Am I ready?
You're giving like you're ready. Like how you.
I feel like I'll trend every single day. Because I'm not
what people think.
People think. Everything people think about me is, you could say
opposite.
90% of it is completely wrong.
What do people think though?
I think I don't know what people think, but I can tell from how they interact with me that they don't actually know much and they don't think much, about me. Like, I'm the type of person who I will walk into a mall, just no makeup, I'm just living just to go buy something random, That's the type of person I am. I will go to the gym and do my own thing. I don't think people think that. Like, you thought I was very like, I'm not. I'm only like that with people that are like very, very close.
So meaning you are, I'm not wrong, just not with everyone.
Not with everyone. And it takes time. Some of my friends, it took about a year or 2 years for them to get to know me. So if you think you've known me in a year, you're lying to yourself.
Well, thank you so much for coming to Loud Wednesdays with Yolanda. So now you know.
Yeah.
We are loud.
Very loud.
But actually, it was actually fun. You did become a little bit loud. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. And I hope to see your comments, likes, and subscriptions there. Please subscribe to my Spotify and my YouTube channel. And you don't need to download the Spotify app, apparently, for you to watch on Spotify. Please watch there as well. But it will be nice to download the app, Please download the app and click and like and comment. Thank you so much, guys. We had Lady Zamar, and thank you for coming.
It was my pleasure.
We're going to do my tagline, how we close. It's going to
Okay.
be what you going to do about it and then nothing. And I don't know if you can sing the nothing for me.
Nothing. Oh, like that.
I don't know.
Okay.
But your way, maybe. Now I'm gonna go nothing, and then you're gonna give me that.
Okay, so it's
Let me just do what you're gonna do about it, nothing, and then you just come in and
Okay.
do the singing situation.
Okay.
What you gonna do about it? Nothing.
Nothing. Let me do it again. Nothing.